just look at what the Americans have brought to the table. Absolutely stunning armor. If you saw the 1 versus 1 category yesterday, the dual category, the American fighter had an very, very impressive armor. Some of these helmets, however, are quite restrictive in terms of letting in and out air. And we're in the final count looking for a start here, so a couple of Luke phone there between the marshals. A certain line has been allocated. The Americans like to start right from the back of their territory in the list, which is quite different from the start of the UK. We're in fact told to move back a couple of paces in their fights. And I just wonder if the Americans are going to sort of come out of their shell and go for a charge at the beginning of the fight. Well, certainly, I think it'll work. But then again, if the French try to charge, I mean, we saw before how resilient the blockade of American fighters was. Stunning armor there. Beautiful surcoats that they're donning. A great variety of armors as well.
Tak ještě tam jsou nějaké nesrovnalosti, co se týče výzbroje amerických bojovníků. Ale zdá se, že ty už jsou vyřešeny.
We look now for the first round of France versus USA, and there is a charge there from the Americans. They go straight in there, hitting French bodies. And there are a couple of fighters downed already. The fighters take then to the sides of the list. How the Americans are putting incredible pressure on this French team. There's a cluster of fighters there, and you can see the halberdier charging. Another American has gone back to take another weapon. 2 have been dropped to this point. This gives an advantage to the French team, who have taken down a couple of American fighters. And the Americans are going to have to respond. There's another American fighter down. It's going to be very, very difficult to come back from this. And I thought the advantage was by the American team, but it seems to be in control of the French fighters at this point. Hacking away at the American fighters, not giving well, even though they were pushed way back into their own territory. The French now seem to have another weapon has been lost by the American team. In fact, that's twice that fighter has lost his weapon. The French working away, and it is a great victory for the French team there. Massive comeback, and the crowd love it. Well, they were pushed so deep into their territory by this American team. Look at these blows that they were taking. Such a lot of punishment coming from these brutal Americans. An absolute fantastic display by the American team. The charges, the rushes. But unfortunately for them, the French had an answer. A rush charge there from the
USA. Fighters, please get ready for the second round.
Well, I think it's a small mistake there. She went 13-0 to France.
And after this fight, we are having Germany versus Poland. Then Hungary versus Italy.
Germany, Poland next, Hungary and Italy after that.
Teams, please get ready.
So moving into round 2. And you have to admire the Americans there for that incredible charge they had at the beginning. At that point, to be absolutely honest, I thought the Americans would take it. It's a fantastic start, but somehow the French managed with an incredible victory there. Some stunning fighters there, and it just goes to show the talent that the French team have.
Second round. Fighters ready, fight!
We go straight into the second round. Again, there's another rush charge on the left-hand side from the Americans. And now the Americans are bulldozing the French down. Let's see how they can respond this time. And so far it looks fairly even. Nice rushes there from the American team. The French waiting for more to come. There's a fighter downed in the middle there. They need to get away from him and push it way back into French territory. However, if they start giving away too much space, then we can see you got 2 Americans down there and another smashed halberd there with that blow. 4 down Americans and a few French have gone, and unfortunately that American managed to stay up. Incredible. It's fairly even there. It's very difficult to go. I think that the French may have the advantage at this point, however. Again, a Frenchman down, 2 Frenchmen down. Amazing move there from the American team. 2 fighters go down at the same time. This looks to be fairly even now. All the buddies are coming to the side there. And that the Americans are standing there, and they've got to help their buddies. Thrusting forward there, but I think, in fact, the French have the advantage. They're using, piling up the bodies in the corner there. This is an incredible match. 2 go down there. And it seems to be fairly square. There are 3 Frenchmen against 2 Americans in the middle there. Again, you can see the tiredness and fatigue coming through. A Frenchman and an American down there. You have a clinch at the back there. The Frenchman needs help, and the fight's been stopped. What an exciting match. Stunning match. 3-0, the closest we've had so far.
2-0. The victory goes to France.
Well, it certainly has to be the most exciting fight we've seen today. So close there. You can see, even though the Frenchman was being dragged there, and he does get dragged to the ground, incredible athleticism to resist as long as he did. You can see they have a massive bow there, coming in from the Falchion on the left. And you can see American, even though he was pushed, he managed to jump over the other American fighters. Stunning match there.
From France and United States.
And we wait now for the next 2 teams to come through. France will be very, very pleased with that win. The Americans were maybe a little bit disheartened not to take it to a 3rd round. In fact, no fights yet have gone to the 3rd round. Putting the list in order for the next fight. You can see on the right-hand side, we've got a couple of empty spaces now. However, there's still a good turnout here. It's only a Friday afternoon, so people still. Well, we're expecting a lot of people coming in over the weekend. Well, last year in itself, of course, the grandstands were full. People queuing up to enter the grandstand and see the fights. Don't go away, of course, because later this afternoon, this evening, we'll get into what some consider to be the main event, the 5 versus 5 Buhurt action. There will be a short break after the 21 versus 21. We go now to one of the fighters from France.